Yes, you.
I've got eyes on you. Follow my voice. In the tube. Don't just stand there gawping. Hurry!
Now listen up. One bite, kill you. So no messing about with these blighters. Keep going. Come on, it's not too far now. Use your flashlight sparingly. It attracts the infected, and you need to economize those batteries.
Wakey, wakey. You don't look so good. I would say it's only a nightmare, but it's everything these days. It's a good thing I found you when I did. Welcome to the safe house. My friends call me the Prepper. You know why? Because I'm always prepared. You might not believe it, but I knew this was coming a long time ago. Now, see that device on the workbench with the screen? Pick it up. Built that myself. I call it the Prepper Pad. It's a smart map with radar and a connection back to me, so I can watch over you. And you'll need it. Better sort the lights out. There's a generator in the toilets. See the green light on your smart map? Now you can see what you're doing. Go back to the main room and look at the monitors. You see? The last person I tried to help went outside without the pad, and look how that ended. But there is something else you can use. That backpack is a bug-out bag, see? You need it and what's inside. Now might be a good time to try out your radar. Go on, pick up the cricket bat. Don't be squeamish. Spoken agreement between survivors. Because if you got infected, would you want someone to do the same for you? Good going. A nasty business, but it's got to be done. Now, check that bob. As I recall, there's a pistol and ammo you're definitely gonna need. Just the ticket. Conserve your ammo and learn how to reload fast. Good work. You've got to keep this place clean if you want to survive. More than 20 hours awake and your decision-making goes to pieces. Don't neglect your sleep. Head back to the main room and take another look at the monitors. They're hooked into CCTV cameras all over London. This one's from a supermarket near you. But the more eyes you have, the better. There's more cameras at that location, so I'll walk you through hacking them. People think CCTV cameras are secure, hardwired to police HQ, but they're wrong. I was a Royal Signals boy in the army. I can teach you a thing or two about secure comms. Time for your first field trip. Those cameras won't fix themselves, and you need to do a little shopping. Give me a sec, I'll get those shutters up for you. You'll need a key card to get out. There's bound to be one somewhere at that station. Use your pad's environmental scanner to search the area. Perimeter looks calm, for now. That's the one. Shit, you've got incoming. Check your radar. This safe house is my handiwork. A long time ago, I teamed up with a bunch of no-hopers called the Ravens of D. I helped them fortify places like this, because we knew this was coming. John Dee predicted the plague and the Great Fire of London that stopped it. And he saw plague victims in his own lifetime. Even tried to find a cure, the panacea. But it's a myth. You can see as well as anyone, there's no cure for this. Use your pad to scan that door and I'll hack it open for you. I'll get that for you. I've locked the place down for your safety. Okay, you're free to come and go now. Scan every CCTV junction box you locate so I can hack it and bring those cameras back online. Whoa, 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 you sure you're ready to face down a bloody horde? It's your life. You just walked past a working junction box, by the way. That's a camera hub, in case you've never noticed one before. Excellent. Your smart map's been updated. Without a good map, you're a goner out there. Throwing flares. Now they could come in handy. Bright lights to distract the dimwits. There's a manhole nearby that's your quickest way back to the safe house. Have a gander. Sometimes retreat is your best option. Good work, soldier. Got it. Triangulating. It's inside the supermarket. Be careful. Use your radar. You have to ping areas manually if you want to know what's lurking in your blind spots. Be careful with that stuff. Use it to set mine traps, but don't blow yourself up. This is where it all started, and this is where it'll end. I promise you. Protect the safe house. Your survival depends on it. This is the prepper. Look lively. The cameras up by the supermarket still need fixing. Time to earn your keep. Shit, it was rigged to the alarm. Get inside before every blighter from miles around comes running. Those poor coppers were probably responding to the supermarket's alarm, but they've got bigger problems now. Barricades. Shit. Find a hammer. You're gonna need to rip the planks off some doors. While you're there, stock up. If it's not nailed down, loot it. When you find the box, link the pad up to bring the cameras back online. Good. The CCTV cameras are back online. Every time you scan one of those junction boxes, I'll hack it and update your smart map. Take a look at your pad. Molotov cocktails are classic. Sometimes you just can't beat the classics. Good. Now, find your way back to that shortcut you passed earlier and get your arse back to the safe house in one piece. That bloody punk's making enough noise to raise the dead. Get out of there! Whoa, 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 you sure you're ready to face down a bloody horde? It's your life. So you made it back. Now, you may have noticed a box in the main room with a raven symbol on it. Time to show you how it works. You can stash your weapons, ammo and supplies in there. You can't carry everything while you're outside, but a well-stocked cache will give you options before you set off. So drop whatever you want in it. Shite, and not before time. There's a horde approaching. Check your radar. That'll teach them. Not that they've much intelligence left, but they've got a hunter's instinct, like an animal. And that's how to think of them. Not your neighbor, your friend, your relatives. They're all dead, and those things wearing their faces are not human. Good work, but if you got through earlier, you'll have to finish them off. I think that's the lot. All clear. Take a break. You've earned it. Get some sleep now. A little nap will do you the world of good. I've had an idea. I think it's time we got eyes on Buckingham Palace and took a look around. You might even be able to sneak inside if they're distracted, keeping the infected out. You need to get inside Buckingham Palace. It's your best hope for better weapons and supplies, even if it is overrun by infected. Come on, shake a leg. You need to get inside Buckingham Palace. It's your best hope for weapons and supplies, even if it is overrun by infected. Things could have been so different if people had listened to John Dee. But by the time he saw what was coming, Elizabeth was dead, and James I had no love for prophecies or alchemy. And he was so obsessed with black magic, he wrote a manual called Demonology and sent his witch hunters around England to hang witches and warlocks. Dee had to go into hiding. Bloody idiots. Good thing about Buck Palace, see? It's not just a building, it's a fortress. A highly secure location. You can bet your ass they've stockpiled guns and ammo like nobody's business. At the end of the day, who lives and who dies comes down to one thing: preparation. Research your surroundings, scavenge for supplies, stock up your safe house, and do whatever it takes. I know you're green as grass, but try and remember to aim before you shoot. This is the last great plague. The ravens are restless. The signs are here, and the blight is upon us. Just like the Magus Dee foretold. But never mind that for now. If you can't run, you might as well lie down and die. Always keep something in reserve. As the Revelation shows, when death overcomes life, so shall man walk eternally in purgatory, and those who long for the bosom of God shall not find it, as death itself flees from them to smother the world in grey damnation. Every round you fire is like ringing the fucking dinner bell. Come and get it. Not that you can always avoid it, just be prepared. You can stash your weapons, ammo and supplies in there. You can't carry everything while you're outside, but a well-stocked cache will give you options before you set off. So drop whatever you want in it. Come on, shake a leg. You need to get inside Buckingham Palace. It's your best hope for weapons and supplies, even if it is overrun by infected. Look at these poor bastards. They flocked here thinking they'd be safe, that the royals will protect them. But the establishment looks after itself, no one else. God helps those who help themselves. Never forget that. Look up on the roof. Someone's raised the flag upside down. That's a distress signal. Maybe they're still alive inside there. What a bloody mess. Sure, God saved the Queen, but it looks like the plebs wanted to go along for the ride. Prepper here. I'm pretty sure there's an old Raven's shelter nearby. Might find what you need down there. Keep an eye on corpses. Nothing is really dead until you've blown its head off, understand? Keep your distance. They can smell normal people coming, and I bet to those bastards we smell like the best rare steak you ever had. Don't waste your tears on them. Infected, undead, blighters, straight up cannibal fucking zombies, whatever. All that matters is, they're not human anymore. More than 20 hours awake, and your decision-making goes to pieces. Don't neglect your sleep. Keep a lookout for higher ground when you're in the city. The infected can't climb ladders. At least none that I've seen. Come on, shake a leg. You need to get inside Buckingham Palace. It's your best hope for weapons and supplies, even if it is overrun by infected. Don't mess around with those. Pull the pin, count to 3, throw the bloody thing away. Look sharp, soldier. Infected incoming. There's your way in. Be careful. Radio signal won't reach you down there. You're on your own. Lovely woman, the Queen. For an ancient lizard posing as a human, anyway. But I tell you, she knows the score. It's the government didn't want anyone to know about Dee's prophecy, not her match. I hope they get her away to India or something. Their climate's better for reptiles, anyway. Give me a sec. There's your way in. Be careful. I won't have eyes on you down there. You're on your own. I'm losing you. Must be shielded. Watch your back. Where are you going? You're just wasting time and energy. Every time you step out onto the streets, you're risking your neck. And for what? Haven't you been listening to me? You've got to look after number one, nobody else. Now that you can definitely use, especially in this bloody place. Nice and quiet. Before you step outside, check your monitors. The data comes from CCTV cameras you've hacked, and it's not to be ignored, if you plan to be around for a while. 2 things every good soldier needs: a good night's sleep and a good full stomach. Don't neglect either of them. You're not going there, are you? Right. You're on your own then. Prepper out. Be smart. Look for the path of least resistance and climb to higher ground at every opportunity. Remember, always finish it. When a blight is down, bash his head in to make sure it stays down. Now where are you going? Are you scavenging for supplies or what? The pickings round here won't be very rich. These poor buggers have to fend for themselves. Abandoned by the government, the so-called public servants, who all hot-footed it to Westminster and the palace instead. That lot of good it did them, eh? You hear that? That's exactly why this country's gone to shite. People partying when they should have been prepping. Honestly, I'm surprised anyone else survived. Okay, maybe not everyone knows about Dee's prophecies, but to be so blind when Armageddon is in your face, I despair. You need to find some way into the room. Looks like you can jump down through a hole in the ceiling. Now we're talking. Double the barrels for double the gun. Bloody hell, I've just realized where you are. That's Ron Friedman's place. All you'll find in there is a soft-headed imbecile who turned the Ravens away from the truth. If you're going in, be careful. Ron Friedman is a lying sack of shite. Don't believe a word he says. He'll send you off on some wild goose chase. No use crying over spilt milk. Believe me, this day has been coming for centuries. You're not going there, are you? Right. You're on your own then. Prepper out. Frankly, you can call them what you bloody like. Infected, undead, blighted, straight up cannibal fucking zombies for all I care. What matters is, the only good one is a dead one. Damn it. Ron's flat's on the next floor up. You have to find an air duct and crawl your way upstairs. Prepper here. Your signal's fading. I'm losing you. Prepper here. You read me? Looks like it's heating up in there. Find the kitchen and use the rubbish chute. It's your quickest way out. There you are. What were you doing back in the palace? Look, never mind. I've had an idea. There are reports of a military camp at the palace. The guy in charge is Colonel Waverley, my old CO in Desert Storm. So tell him the Prepper sent you. He'll see you right. You could do with some better weapons, and a bit of C4 wouldn't go amiss.
This is the Ravens of D calling all survivors. Evacuation will commence when the tower bells ring. I repeat, green light for Tower of London evac.
Sandra bloody Kelly. Thought she was dead. But pay her no mind. The Ravens couldn't plan an orgy in a brothel. In fact, my ass, more likely they'll shoot you and rip your bob from your dead hands. Keep an eye out for the Colonel. He'll have a key card for the mobile armory. Bloody shame. Waverley was one of the good ones, you know. He had my back all the way through Kuwait and beyond. An honourable man. Shit, I'll tell you. The army these days is a bloody holiday camp compared to my day. You're in there now, might as well grab some guns. You're in? Nice. Now grab whatever you can carry and stash it back at the safe house.
Sorry for hacking your comms like this, but the Ravens of D are planning an evacuation from the Tower of London, and we need all the fighters we can get. Help us, and we'll get you out.
Good old C4. Useless in combat, but there's nothing better for blasting your way out. Careful with that torch. They're attracted to bright lights. There's work to be done if you want to survive. Stick with me. I'll make sure you're prepared. Remember to keep your bloody distance or the infected will be all over you like flies on shit. Everybody has what it takes to survive. It's just a question of what you're prepared to do. A life is a terrible thing to waste, you know. Now get moving and don't forget what I taught you. Hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. That's kept me alive more than once. Don't wander around with your nose stuck in your map. Plan ahead, anticipate your movements, and avoid the infected like the plague, because that's what it is. Don't be squeamish. Scavenging, looting, whatever you want to call it. The dead are past caring, but it will save your life. Never forget, you've got to do anything it takes to survive. No more, no less. So you're running away with the birds. Well, let me tell you about the Ravens of D. D's prophecy is clear, but those bloody cowards want to cherry-pick it. They admit D was right about the Blight coming, but think he was wrong about who would survive. There is no saving the world. No evacuation, no cure, no respite. Only the prepared will survive. Isn't that what I've been teaching you? I can tell you're not listening. Fine. But if you go through with this, I won't help you. That's a 770, that. I used to shoot naps up the arse with one of those. This fog of death will cloak the land, and those men who are not prepared will succumb to its foul clutches. Trust me, the safe house is your home now, and your best chance of seeing this through to the end.